Hey Scorpio, how are you? Scorpio, thanks so much for watching. This is going to be your read for December of 2018. It's going to cover your general read as well as your love and romance read. Now, I do apologize. You guys are the last sign that I'm doing. I do apologize that it took so long to get you guys this reading out, but I'm here now. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with your general advice. Your love and romance will be time stamped. So if you want to if you want to go ahead and jump to that, then you can. But if you want to watch your general, then by all means, stick with me right here. So what is the strongest message for Scorpio? Oh boy. What is the strongest message that Scorpio needs to hear? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the strongest message for Scorpio during December of 2018? Okay, what clarifiers does Scorpio need? What type of how can we help clarify this reading for Scorpio? Okay, and then our last piece of advice for Scorpio. All right. So we've got Temperance. Okay, Scorpio. So there's a lot of patience this month. Energy where you're being patient with your surroundings, or you're being patient with, just situations that are maybe beyond your control. But I don't necessarily feel like it's beyond your control, Scorpio. I feel like you have a lot of control within whatever you're going through this month. But I think that you're able to approach things very calm and level-headed, and with wisdom here. Okay. So in the past energy, we've got the Ten of Cups. Okay, so yeah, I guess things are pretty calm for you guys right now because you're definitely kind of experiencing a you're kind of experiencing this dynamic this month where things are really going your way. I feel like, you kind of really, like your dreams are really coming true, or they've already come true. For some of you, this could indicate that, your family life, your romantic life it's thriving. It's great. Just complete emotional fulfillment here. And this is just like the energy that you're coming from. So that's actually really good. Presently, we've got the Four of Cups. Now, the Four of Cups definitely could indicate that you guys are kind of maybe turning a blind eye. But I really feel like it's kind of like you're turning a blind eye to things because you don't really have any room for any more goodness or any more greatness. Or just really room for much of anything at all. Only because really you do have a full plate here. You're balancing out a lot of the positive things in your life right now that you really don't have time to pay attention to anything outside of that, whether it's positive or negative. I don't feel like you're missing any opportunities here. It's more so like opportunities are kind of a little bit too late for you, in a way. Possible future outcome here. We've got the Princess of Pentacles. So, you guys, I think that for a lot of you, like if there's any type of like personal projects that you're working on or building, there is a point here in December where I think you really do realize that, even though what you have already built is great, there is a possibility of you being able to even take that like to the next level. Okay. And this is like outside of like how you feel emotionally. This is more so geared toward like maybe an area of work or maybe a business. And I'm not saying like a business idea. It's more so something that you've already been putting in work for, or putting in work, doing. And now you're at a point to where it's like, okay, well, this is like really about to take off. And I like that energy, Scorpio. Okay, so we got the Eight of Cups here underlying. I think that with the Eight of Cups there underlying it, I think that, you're willing to, I think that you are willing to walk away from like certain emotions that aren't going to necessarily bring you, how can I say it? I think that a lot of you are, I'm not saying that you're like, you want to, leave what you've already established behind, but I think that you just aren't afraid to, dang it, I just said it. I just had it in my head. A part of you is like, a part of you in this energy, you are, you might be tempted, Scorpio. You might be tempted to either step outside of the box of something that you've already, established. Whether that's like look at ideas or something from like a new perspective. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe the Temperance card is there because like, maybe something was brought to you, a new perspective or a new emotion. It was brought to your attention that you might not necessarily know how to process. You might not even want to process it because you feel, emotionally fulfilled overall, right? But in a way, though, I do feel like, Scorpio, some of you are trying to, just take this new perspective or this newfound energy or this newfound emotion here, and you're just really trying to figure out how you can balance it. And I know that might be contradictory to what I said earlier, where some of you might not really want to take on anything more, but I don't think that you're trying to take on anything more. I just think that, in the midst of everything going good for you, there's a part of you that is like, okay, well, there may still be something else left to experience, regardless if you want to experience it or not. And you are going to have to figure out maybe how that, I'm feeling temptation though, but it's like you're going to try to have to figure out how you're going to get this temptation to either subside, or you're going to really be working out how you can kind of move forward towards the things that you're, or rather, excuse me, move away towards the things that are tempting you so that you can stay the course with, things that you have already established and planned, okay? Present environment, we've got the Five of Cups. Wow. So that's literally a big difference, right? So Scorpio, so I think I'm kind of getting the picture now here a little bit. And I see why you are the Temperance card here. With this past energy here of, I think that I'm feeling that for a lot of you, you may have had it all, okay? You may have had it all, and there may have been certain temptations that kind of got in the way of that. And, it really like changed the dynamic of things. And now that you're trying to, you're really trying to work toward that and trying to figure out how you can maybe either get back to being completely emotionally fulfilled with what you already had. Or for some of you, you're going to be working through the energy of what you lost, but at the same time, trying to keep your eyes open and peeled for new possibilities, new good things that could be there for you. I do feel like this is a pretty emotional month for you. There's a lot of cup energy here. 10 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 8 of Cups. And then the Temperance card has 2 cups in it. Balancing, literally trying to balance your emotions. So, Scorpio. It's heavy, but it's only because it's just dealing with the emotions of things. And I think that Scorpio, I think that December is really going to be about you confronting, if not confronting your feelings, but it's more so about you halting your feelings and dealing with them before they build into something more, or build into something stronger than you can handle. Hopes and fears, we have the 7 of Wands. So I think that Scorpio, you've been trying to defend your position on things. You've been trying to defend how you feel. But I don't feel like it's been to any avail. I think that you're afraid of, having to get to a point of having to defend how you feel, because nobody's really I don't think that anybody's really going to understand it. Not the way that you understand it, Scorpio, because it's just on such a deep level. Such a deep level. It's so emotional that you may even feel like other people are attacking you, but it's not that they are. It's just that you're just on the defense because it's just so sensitive, and not that or you're sensitive, to the situation here. Let's take a look at the outcome. Oh, the 7 of Swords. That card came out when I was shuffling. Well, not came out, but it kind of flipped over. I continued to shuffle, but it came out. So now we got the 7 of Wands under the 7, or the 7 of Swords on top of the 7 of Wands, popping up here in the outcome. Yeah, Scorpio, I think what's going on here is that in the past, I think that you may have had this energy where you were making things really look good, when all the while there may have been certain secrets that you were keeping. There may have been certain things that you were omitting. And I think that you're afraid that you're going to be called out on it. So it's like it's almost like you're defensive to a default about it. I'm feeling a sense of it's almost like you're confused in a way. It's almost like you're confused in a way, Scorpio, here, because I don't think that you've been trying to keep things from people on purpose. I don't think you've been trying to do that. I just think that, there was just probably a certain advantage here that you had in a situation that just people just didn't notice. And you caught on to it, but you kept it to yourself. You kept it to yourself, and then now that you're starting to make progress here with certain things, I think it's starting to come out, or people are starting to realize, wait a minute, Scorpio, hold on, you didn't give us all the facts, and they possibly could be, calling you out on that. I think that also here for some of you Scorpios, the reason why you're being called out is also because I think that maybe you rejected a particular, I think there was a particular rejection that you experienced. or rather that someone experienced on your behalf. You know, whether like you rejected them, but all the while it was like what you were keeping from them was the fact that, you know, you were never really going to move forward with them. I'm trying not to make it relationshipy, but it could be that. Or you were trying not to move forward, or, you know, what you were keeping from them was that, like, you know, you weren't going to like use a particular idea or something. I'm not saying that Scorpio is an idea stealer. Not saying that at all. But there's a degree where maybe somebody just kind of feels like, wait a minute, like you rejected my idea, or you rejected my proposal, or, you know, you allowed yourself to be tempted by someone else's idea or proposal. Okay. And then now you're beginning to benefit from it. You're beginning to benefit either from, you know, someone else's idea, or in a way, you're benefiting from that, Scorpio. And I don't think that the people around you are really all that happy about it. But with that being said, Scorpio, it wasn't on purpose. It wasn't on purpose. You may have thought that things were one way. You may have just wanted to believe that things were one particular way, and in fact, they were another way. And within you trying to balance the two extremes, I think that you may have found a way to take advantage, and you know, people aren't necessarily going to be happy about that. Sorry. 10 of Pentacles to clarify, 2 of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. Okay, so yeah, Scorpio, you definitely benefited to a degree where like you prospered from this, or you know, there was a lot to gain. Okay. And then here we are, like you definitely, again, here's that balance here. Like, I think that for a lot of you Scorpios, and that's probably what this 4 of Cups here is, because you maybe knew from the get-go, you may have known that something just wasn't right, but at the same time, you know, I think that it was like just an offer that it was either an offer that you couldn't refuse, that you advanced, that you used to advance, or it was an offer that you rejected. However, some sort of way, you still winded up kind of coming off on top here. And the other person or the other people are like, but you didn't even try hard, you know? And with the Page of Wands here, this is like this energy. I'm just getting like, this is like this action energy where you may really just are kind of just turning over a new leaf here. You may be like just really moving, or it's like more so like you are in this experience, going through this like kind of like for the first time. You've never really had to deal with a situation like this before, or not too often. This also could indicate, Scorpio, that you might have been having like a lot of sex. And I'm not saying like with a whole bunch of different people, but maybe, you know, with maybe 2 people. Okay. And, you know, the thing about it is that, you know, maybe you might have been building like a false reality with both of those people. You stood to prosper from both sides. So let's take a look here. With the last piece of advice that we have is water. Emotions are at their peak. I swear, I did not say that. This is going to be an emotional reading, Scorpio. I think you're fighting between, you know, what you feel is right and what you know is right. Okay? And it's almost as though you could resent either choice based on how the other choice goes when you make it. You know, how can I easily say it? It's, you know, that's like a situation where how can I make it like really simple, where like, you know, like say for instance, you know, it might even be two jobs. There may, like, you know, this could possibly be it. Like you might have like an option between two job offers. Okay. And, you know, you have to travel to both of them to take them. You might have to move on this side of the country to go to one, or you might have to move on this side of the country to go to the other one, and you're just really torn between the two. And no matter what decision you make, either side is going to feel like either you took advantage of them or took advantage of the situation. But I don't think that they really understand that, you know, what you really had to deal with emotionally here to be able to make this certain choice, Scorpio. Whew. Let me know how this works out in the comment box, man. Or woman. But this is interesting. This was an interesting read. It's not negative. It's not negative. It's just thick. It's a very thick reading. So let's see for love and romance here. What is the strongest messages for Scorpio in love and romance? If you're just coming to here right now from the time jump, then thanks so much for watching. But if you stuck with me for the first part of your reading, then thanks so much for being patient with me. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the strongest message for love and romance for the person that's, or for Scorpio, and then for the person that Scorpio has most on their mind? All right. Ow, that hurt. Sorry, guys. I'm dealing with a finger injury. I smashed my finger in a door last week, and it still hurts. All right. So let's see. Oh, all right. We got a flyer. I'll let you fly because you definitely wanted to come out. Let's get one more piece of advice here. There. And then our very last piece of advice, we'll go ahead and get that pulled. And we can just let this reading flow nice and smooth. Here we go. Okay. So we've got the Queen of Wands and we've got the Ace of Coins. What? Whoa, this is good. It's good so far. So, Scorpio, there's a lot of willpower within you. Like, there's a lot of things that you want to do, that you want to accomplish. You know, and you are doing that, at least within yourself. You know, you're getting the things like in, you know, you're getting the things behind the scenes done. And then you have like this Ace of Coins here. So like there's this proposal of something new, fresh, and solid. And almost kind of glorious in a way. I'm getting the sense of like, Scorpio, I'm getting the sense of like people like looking at you with like so much adoration, whether that's your partner or just people in general. But there's definitely a lot of attention on you, a lot of value that people have for you, or that this person has towards you, or that you have towards them. You know, you guys see each other in a very passionate light. You know, it's shaping up to definitely be something very solid. Okay? Yes, it's like what I'm hearing, you know? And let's hope we can keep the same energy for the rest of the reading. So in the past, we've got the Nine of Coins. Okay, that's good energy, actually. So with the Nine of Coins, Scorpio, this is telling me that you're like, you know, up to this point, and even at this point, you know, you've been very, very independent. You know, you've been on your own, or you've been, you know, you're able to hold your own. You know, you're able to provide, you're able to bring something to the table here. And that's good. Your partner sees you that way, and you see your partner that way. You know, you guys definitely benefit from one another. Not in like, you know, in a I'm using you kind of way, but just more so like it's like you build off of one another. It's the energy that I'm feeling here. Like the energy that you get from them, like motivates you to be a stronger and a better person for yourself, and vice versa. Or the energy that you have in being a strong and independent person, it like carries over to them, and it makes them want to be the same way. And in turn, it just makes you both like good for each other. Underlying here, we've got the devil. Dang it. Dang it, dang it. Okay, Scorpio. So what's the devil about? I think Scorpio, I think that the devil is there because it's now this could indicate like a codependency, whether, you know, they are codependent on you. I feel like they may be codependent on you more so than you being codependent on them. But either way, if this does indicate codependent behavior, I just really feel like it's turning around where you are helping them to see that, you know, there's more to life than, you know, depending on others to get you through, or there's more to life than, you know, your addictions or anything else that you really struggle with. Okay. So I think that you, even though there is like kind of this little shadow area here within the relationship, I think that it's something, Scorpio, that you are aware of. And Scorpio, I think that you are the perfect person to be able to reach down into the depths of what that other person is dealing with, to really just kind of help them see their worth. So crowning the reading, we have the 10 of Cups. Oh, yay. So the 10 of Cups. Now, we did have the 10 of Cups actually come up in the earlier reading, okay? So now in the earlier reading, that 10 of Cups, you know, it was in the past position, but right now it definitely crowns this reading here for your love and romance. So with that 10 of Cups, it's definitely that, you know, emotional fulfillment, that grand emotional fulfillment here. I kind of look at, I kind of see the 10 of Cups depicted here as like, you know, like a stairway to success that you guys are having here. It's like the both of you are like the brightness, or the both of you are like the light at the top of a stair. If you're looking down from like the bottom of the stair, like imagine like, okay, so a perfect example actually, because we got the 10 of Cups on the crown, and then we've got the devil here down here. So, you know, imagine you're in the basement, right? And you're in all this filth, and you're in all this darkness, and in all this confusion. But then, you know, someone opens the door. Somebody opens the basement door from upstairs. And it's like now you're looking upward into this light. And you're seeing, you know, not even that you're able to really look up into the light, but it's just the fact that you can see anything at all. You can see a goal. And that's beautiful energy here. 7 of Cups. So what this tells me here with the 7 of Cups energy, I'm really what I'm getting the most from here is that there's the possibilities are seemingly to be endless when it comes to the way things should go with this relationship. And I think that it's all in a good way. You know, you might have some things, you know what, wasn't the 7 of Cups? Oh no, that was Libra's reading. That wasn't you guys. But anyways, now with the 7 of Cups there, you know, you might be presented with, you know, certain options, okay? And I think that those options are going to be options on, you know, how you can move forward in the relationship, how you can keep the momentum going in the relationship, I think it's like you coming up with new and creative ways to be able to inspire this person that you're with, or vice versa, or maybe even inspire each other. Let's see what's under the deck here. The 7 of Wands. Now, you did have the Seven of Wands pop up in your earlier reading. Okay, and so with the Seven of Wands, I think that there's probably going to be some issues, but I don't see it necessarily within the relationship. I see it more so outside of the relationships. There might be some challenges that you're going to have to overcome that is really going to like test your faith in this relationship, or if not test your faith in it, but more so like, you know, people may call to question like, you know, your loyalty here or the real reasons that you're doing things. But I think that you have no issues with defending your stance on why you are with this person and what this person really means to you and what they're doing for you, or even vice versa. Because, you know, I think that for some people here in this relationship, the other person may be faced with having to like really kind of defend themselves. Like, well, you know what? Scorpio has been helping me with this and through that. And they've been teaching me I can be independent, and they're teaching me that I can be, you know, my best self. So why are you mad? You know, Scorpio. It's like they're asking other people, why are you mad? Why are you mad that, you know, someone's helping me get my crap together? Or, you know, Scorpio, you may be saying, well, why are you mad that I'm helping someone get their stuff together? That's good. I like that. Now, let's see. In love advice, we've got flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. And we also have trust. The situation is causing you, or excuse me, the situation is calling you to have faith. And I said that earlier, where, you know, your faith is going to be tested probably from outside people or outside opinions or outside circumstances, maybe. Okay? But I think that there's enough faith here in this relationship to really go around, or there's enough faith here in, you know, with whomever it is that you are dealing with on a romantic level. I think there's enough faith here that you can really trust that this person has your best interest in mind. And and the flirt card here, I'm really feeling the flirt card there, because it's like, I think what this is telling us is that, you know, this Scorpio, this person is kind of helping you understand that, you know, or you're more so helping them kind of understand too. Could be either way. That that you can move through like the darkness, and you can move into the opportunities that are there for you, and into this independence and into this bright future that you guys could possibly have. It's like it's a nod to you moving out of the heavy energy and into the light energy. You know, where it's more so like you're doing that by just like not focusing so much on the heavy energy, where, you know, like this person just walking into the room and just giving you a smile, or, you know, cracking a corny joke or something. It's just enough for you to like, you know, be like, you know, you really just brightened up my moment for that moment, you know, or you really brightened up my day, or vice versa. I think that's good energy. I like it. Okay, our last piece of advice we have is listen with your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you, but you need to listen with a loving heart. Yeah. That energy there, Scorpio, is beautiful, because this is telling us that, you know, the energy that you have going into this is like you're willing and able to be that strong listener. You're willing to be that person that's going to be able to actually, like that's how you're using, you know, that's like, it's almost like your love language that you're using here. It's like you're able to be like this channel for other people, or this person to be able to express themselves, and just simply by you listening to them and understanding them, that's what allows you to be able to pull them from out of the darkness and into the light with you. I like that, Scorpio. I like that. This is like one of the best love readings I had the whole time, and you guys were the last sign that I had to do. So, Scorpio, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Let me know how this works in the comment box, or the comment box, in the comments. I appreciate your likes and your comments and your subscribes, of course. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can just email me at LuminantLibraTarot@gmail.com, and we'll go ahead and get that correspondence started. So you guys go ahead and enjoy the rest of your December. Have a happy Christmas and a Merry New Year. And I did that on purpose. I didn't, but I went with it anyways. I'll see you guys in 2019. Bye, Scorpio.